watching the Asean Golf on Asean TV, and I'm Courtney Leanting. Today I have a former touring pro with me who has been playing for 25 years. During the 80s, he was the only player playing outside of Asia, e.g. the European Tour, the Australia Tour, and so forth. But today, he is the executive chairman of the Asian Tour. I would like to welcome Mr. Chila Han. Swadika. So first of all, how do you feel about Thailand being the venue of the Asian Tour?
I know Thailand's always been a favorite destination of a lot of the players, especially for touring players. But I think in golf in general, I think Thailand's a favorite destination. A lot of people love having golfing holidays.
Really? Now you're not being biased at any sort, right?
No, this is as honest as I can be. I mean, it shows on statistics. We have 4 tournaments here, and being here this week in Hua Hin's been fantastic season ending for the players. A lot of players brought all their families here, and friends here, so it just shows.
On behalf of Thai people, I thank you. So, how can Asian Tour help the upcoming young generation to play golf?
Oh no, it's been great. Right now it's a great era for professional golf. When I started in the 80s, I was the only player pretty much touring overseas outside of Asia, and a lot of the reason was in Asia there wasn't really a proper professional golf tour either, and right now it's great that we have the boom in the economy and in golf in general. A lot of people are starting to play golf, so they'll watch golf. So I think golf's just going to grow.
Well, I hope so. During the off-season, do you think top Asian Tour players should go around and talk about their experience to the young junior golfers?
Oh yeah, I mean junior golf is a very important thing for us. Basically I see my next stars in the future. We'd love to have an Asian player come out as Tiger Woods, and we really need to develop golf at the junior level, and especially like Thailand. You can see we have one of our youngest players now. He's Thai. He's 15 years old.
Oh, who's that?
And played. I don't know how to pronounce his name. That's it. He played in Cambodia last week.
Yeah.
He made the cut. He finished top 25, and it's really great to see.
What? He's 15?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So it's great to see, and that's what we want to try to encourage all these young players. Because, by the time. What we have now, so we have a lot of established players like Chai Jaggi, Prayad Maksang, Jeet Milka Singh, and all that, but they're in their late 30s now.
Yeah, we need
upcoming players, but I always told everybody that the future for golf is fantastic because we have a lot of really good young players now. Our number 1 player is Mo Mil, he's 19 from Korea, and there's Kira He's about 20, 21. So within the next 3-5 years, we're going to have a lot of our top players being in their early 20s. So that's fantastic to see.
Yeah, that's true. I think that we shouldn't have a gap between the age of the upcoming and the established ones. Anyway, so from your point of view, what are the improvements needed for Thailand to be the destination for golf? I mean, e.g. the golf courses or the, accommodations. What do you feel is lacking?
Well, pretty much, I think Thailand's got a lot of really good golf courses and all that. Probably it can do with a couple more outstanding courses, like what they have in the U.S. or what they call the TPC golf courses and all that. So I would think where it can really host big major championships. Thailand does have a lot of very good golf courses.
But not to the prestige.
Well, probably also to host one of a big major events here would be good. We used to have, when I was in my playing days in the 90s, Thailand always had the Johnny Walker Classic. That was a big event, and it was primarily moving around Asia, but it was in Thailand a lot. But so, it would be great for Thailand to have one of the major events in Asia.
Yeah, that's good. So, what is your favorite destination to hold the Asian Tour event?
Well, basically for the players. Oh, the players love it here because basically for a lot of players, especially our players that are based are from outside of Asia, because our members come from 25 different nationalities.
Wow!
So a lot of players that don't live in Asia or from outside of Asia, basically they use Thailand as a base, mainly Bangkok as a base, because of the facilities they have here, in Thailand. They start living, the cost of staying here, and practice facilities are good.
That's true.
And flying out of Bangkok to the other destinations is easy. So it's a favorite destination, and we see a lot of Australian players, and European players, American players, all more or less based out of here, either Bangkok or Phuket.
So those are you can say that for the players' destination. What about you, for your personal use? Do you think Thailand is the it place as well?
Oh yeah. Well, for me, I love the beaches and all that, so I go to Phuket quite a lot. I don't play that much golf on my holidays.
Okay. Do you think there are too many co-sanctioned during the Asian tour? Is it necessary?
No, I think right now the number of co-sanctioned events we have is just about right. I think for our players to really get onto the world stage, they need to compete with a lot of the best players in the world, and we have a good working alliance with the European Tour, and right now, if you really look at the world rankings, about more than 5 or 6 of the top 10 in the world are European Tour players, and they come and play over here. So a lot of our players get the opportunity to compete against them, and that's the only way that they're going to become world beaters, and we need that. But we also need a lot of our regular tournaments to be held in Asia. So I think the balance is right now about 30% of our tournaments are co-sanctioned, and our players they enjoy the challenge that they have with that. So it's a good number. Yeah, we don't really want to increase too much more than that.
Okay. There is also another tour that comes into Asia. How do you think about that?
Well, yeah, it's always a challenge. I mean, as the Asian Tour, we are a member of the International Federation of PGA Tour, so we're the Asian Tour is the official sanctioning body.
Yeah.
But now, the commercial atmosphere for Asia is booming. So, we have challenges with other tours trying to come in and because the business potential is big. So we just have to see it as a challenge. But in the end, as Asia Tour, we are a player organization, and the other tour is not. So we feel, but it'll all depend on what the players decide to play. And right now, the Asian Tour has all the players' support behind it. So we feel we're on the right track. Which, if we look at it, we're structured along the same lines of the PGA Tour, the U.S., the European Tour.
The standard is pretty much there.
Yeah, the structure is the same. So pretty much we're just going to focus on that. Our business model is structured the same. So we feel.
So it's not really a threat.
Well, the atmosphere is it's not good because it confuses a lot of sponsors and all that.
That's true.
So, but we're just carrying on.
Do what we do best.
We have all the player support, so it's good.
So, what is the future plans for Asian Tour?
Well, my main task is to create more playing opportunities for my members, meaning get more tournaments, and get the prize monies to be bigger. We're still lagging.
That would be big motivation.
Yeah, we're still lagging behind the European Tour and the PGA Tour, but everyone, even in the business world, everyone says that Asia will be the next big force here. So as long as we structure our business model correctly and our players start playing better, if they perform better in the major tournaments, they beat all our top players and their world rankings get higher, and I'm sure that a lot of sponsors will want to have bigger prize money events in Asia. So that's what I have to do.
So enough about Asian Tour. Let's talk about you. Can you please tell us the glimpse and the glamour of your highlight career?
Well, I was very fortunate. When I was you know, the days when I was younger, golf wasn't that popular a sport. So not many young people played it. And when I was in my teens, I decided I wanted to be a professional golfer. And after I finished university, I turned pro, and there wasn't that many tournaments to play in Asia. So I went overseas. I played in Australia, played in Europe, tried to get on the PGA Tour, went through the qualifying tour. So I think that was a great experience for me. And I think all that traveling and playing on all the tours in those days was probably something that I cherish. So it gave me the experience, especially now in my line of work right now, and how I want to give it. For me, it's giving back to the younger players. I want them to see that the experience that to have that same experience in Asia that I didn't get to have when I started off, and this is a great time for golf.
Yeah.
But the highlight of my career was in 1999 when I finished number one on the Asian Order of Merit. So that was good. But I was I think traveling all over the world playing golf is a sport that I loved and enjoyed. And it was
just traveling around, doing what you love. How bad can that be?
Yeah, it was good. I played hard and met a lot of really good people, made a lot of friends, and it was fantastic.
Oh, okay.
I played in Thailand in 2000 with Johnny Walker. I had a chance to be paired with Tiger.
At Alpine, right?
At Alpine, I was paired with Tiger Woods the first 2 years.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, that was a highlight. Playing with him.
He must be pretty young.
Then, yeah. Absolutely, a lot younger too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not old now. You're not old now, so I can't say that you were pretty young then, right?
I was pretty old then, but just to play side by side with Tiger was an exceptional experience, and
was he
that
really
was
motivated?
Yeah, because that was in 2000, and I just finished number one in '99, so I was still playing pretty good, and to go head to head with Tiger I think it demoralized me a bit. I said, there's, pretty much, when you're at the top of your game, all our players, we have a lot of confidence and all that, and I felt that I could play against any other player in the world.
Yeah.
But Tiger was something special. It was
really? Well, if you're watching Tiger, there you go.
Well, Tiger was just here, right? Last month.
Yeah, I met him. I was sitting across from him from the conference. It's pretty cool. Yeah, he looks exactly like the TV.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Unfortunately, Mr. Chilahan had injured his wrist. Otherwise, we'd be playing on the 40 on green, but...
You can give me some strokes.
Yeah! Oh, yeah, right. I don't think... If I give you, 10 strokes, or even 1 stroke, I wouldn't be able to compete.
Stroke the hole?
No.
I can play one-handed.
I think you'll beat me one-handed, even so. So that's all the time we have for today, and I would like to thank you so much for being a guest and telling your experience and the future plans for Asian Tour.
Yeah, it's great. It's a pleasure for us and my players to be here in Hua Hin this week for the Black Mountain Masters, and everyone's having a fantastic time. Couldn't get a better season ending.
Well, we'll see. We'll continue to see how it ends, but that's all the time we have, so I have to thank you. And thank you for watching Business Golf on Asean TV. I'm Courtney Leanne Texas. สวัสดีค่ะ